Okay, out of the vehicle.
Hey! Come on in.
Walking into our undercover house is 39-year-old John Elliott, a factory worker for a window company. He's driven 2.5 hours to meet a girl who told him she was 12 and home alone. It's after 1 o'clock in the morning.
I was just watching some TV. Come sit down.
All right.
We've hired this 19-year-old actress, Casey, to be our decoy. Elliot seems to think she's the 12-year-old virgin he's been chatting with online for the past month. Using a screen name so disturbing we can't broadcast it, he tells the decoy about his fantasy of being with a young girl.
You were asking me about what I was daydreaming about. Well, that's it. You nude and me licking you.
He continues to chat with the decoy about his fixation with giving her oral sex and adds that as he's talking to her, he's nude and thinking bad thoughts.
I just never thought I would openly tell a young girl that.
Is okay with me.
But as soon as I saw your pic, I was like, man, I'd give anything I could to have one night with her.
At one point, he tells her his hobby is taking pictures of himself masturbating and then sends the decoy some of those shots. And he doesn't stop there. Later, he sends her child pornography, a photo of a girl engaging in a sex act.
That girl is young.
How young?
I think 14.
Wow.
At one point, he seems to fear she might be a policewoman. But as you can see, that doesn't stop him from showing up.
How did you bad luck gotta be so bad?
Yeah, it's the first store on the left. I let him go to the bathroom, and when he came out, he seemed a little more relaxed. He was a little more comfortable that, you know, okay, she let me go to the bathroom. We're going to be here a while.
Gosh, you're pretty.
Thank you. So what are your plans, or what are you thinking?
Kissing you.
Yeah?
I mean, that was, you know, how we talked on the internet.
As the decoy presses him, he stops smiling and seems to get suspicious. She asks him about that photo he sent her of the girl receiving oral sex.
Oh, that picture you sent me with the 14-year-old girl. Was she really 14?
I don't know. I just found it off of a guy off the internet when we were talking.
Is that like what you wanted to do?
That's what I want to do, but I can't. There's something in me that it's not right, you know, and it's really bothering me.
You seem pretty confident on the internet in terms of what you wanted to do. Mm-hmm. What was your plan tonight?
Actually, I wasn't really going to be doing anything because I was worried of getting too scared and nervous about it.
Now, why were you getting so scared and nervous?
Well, I just knew it wasn't right.
But that's not how you made it sound online.
I know.
And what about the photos he sent of himself masturbating? Why'd you do it?
Well, just everything in my life is it's all screwed up. I got a bad job. My marriage is not good.
Did you bring any condoms?
No, I wasn't going to do anything like that.
Yeah, what were you going to do?
It was just oral.
Just oral?
Well, I didn't think it was that bad on oral.
She told you she was 12 years old?
Yeah.
And you came over here planning to have oral sex with a 12-year-old girl?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. I mean, yeah, I did.
When I ask him about his obscene screen name, he starts to laugh. You think this is funny?
No.
It's a big joke.
No.
Coming over here to have sex with a 12-year-old girl, and this is a big old joke to you.
No. What I'm getting at is, this is the very first time this has ever happened. I've never met.
It's the first time you got caught, maybe.
No.
Right. So what made you decide all of a sudden to do it now? I mean, you've been chatting with this girl for a month.
I've had that fantasy in the back of my head.
Fantasy? About being with a young girl?
A young girl, yes.
Well, what do you think should happen to you?
Sent to an island.
Sent to an island?
Exile?
Exile on an island. You still think this is all funny?
No, I don't know why you're asking me stuff like this. I mean...
Well, why do you think I'm curious about all this?
I can tell you're a therapist, I know. I mean, not just...
You think I'm a therapist?
Yeah, by the way you're...
So you think that you came over here to meet this girl and magically a therapist sat down to help you through your problem?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, do you ever watch television?
No, sir.
Well, there's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen, and I work for a show called Dateline NBC.
Okay.
And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet young teenagers online for sex.
Okay.
It's called To Catch a Predator. So if there's anything else that you'd like to tell us about your situation, we'd like to hear it.
And I love my wife, and I know it doesn't look like it. I need to see a psychiatrist because of the way everything's going with my life.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and I hope you get that help.
As he gets up to leave and makes the long walk to the door, officers are in position, ready to arrest him.
Sheriff's office, hands up! Hands up! Hands out! Hands out!
He's taken away in an unmarked car and brought to a police station where he's booked, photographed,
Thank you, sir.
Right here to the left.
and brought in for questioning.
Had an interesting night, haven't you?
Yeah,
To say the least.
He's read his rights, and Kentucky Bureau of Investigation agent Catherine Reed starts to question him.
What brought you here tonight, John?
just fantasy.
What kind of fantasies?
I don't want to be with a young girl. I'm not saying it's right or anything like that. I don't mean to make it sound that way.
So you knew it was wrong when you came here?
Agent Reed gets the man's consent to search his car and retrieve his computer from his home.
Oh, gosh.
He's then taken to jail
I've never been in jail or anything like that.
and later brought before a judge.
You were charged with unlawful transaction with a minor less than 16 years of age, first degree, which is a Class B felony. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
The judge sets his bail.
Your bond will stay at $50,000 cash.
Hey, I'm glad you could come.
Up next, a man shows up on his birthday, hoping for more than a kiss.
Well, then what did you want to do?
Well, I want to kiss first.
And later, he starts crying.
God.
Put your hands behind your back.
And crying. And crying.
I can't go to jail tonight. You will go to jail tonight.
Wait until you hear the plans he made for his date with a young teen.
Back up.